Hey y'all, Irix guy here, and regulations are always changing when it comes to airlines, so check with your airline. But at the time of posting this is permissible for carry-on. So again, check with your airline before you fly. Actually, what prompted me to get this carry-on suitcase was my old suitcase was outlawed. It was a smart suitcase, and apparently those are not allowed by a lot of airlines now. So I got this one. So this video, we're just going to take it out of the box and show you what's in the box. Again, if you're looking for a suitcase like this suitcase, expand this video's description and then click the link there and you can find where to order it online. Now I got this color because it's bright. And sometimes airplanes, even though you carry your bag on, sometimes they'll make you give it to them at the door, and that's super frustrating. So with that being the case, I want to get a bright color so mine would easily stand out among other suitcases that may be there as well. So I'm going to take this thing out of the box here. I'm going to put this knife away so I don't cut myself. I'm going to keep that box in case I encounter problems with this suitcase. Something I did notice when I was shopping for these is that the reviews for this were overwhelmingly positive, but there were some negative reviews, and those always make me curious. The negative reviews, one of them was pertaining to the wheels. They said the wheel fell off. This seems to be of good quality. I mean, just grabbing it in my hands, maybe they had a defective unit or something, but this seems to be acceptable quality. I mean, obviously I'm not going to go through the airport and abuse it, but it seems to be good quality. And again, you got to take into consideration the price point. This is an extremely affordable suitcase, and that's why I bought it. Is because it was affordable and the biggest size I could get to be able to carry on. This top handle right here has a little shrink wrap over it. That's a nice touch. Let me see. Pull this out here, and that's got a good. It's a semi-hard plastic, but it feels to be of good quality. Now it's not more rubbery, so if you've been drinking and you kind of sweaty, you don't have that extra grip that like a rubbery piece might have. The top handle pops out. I will say this feels to be of acceptable quality. It is a lighter aluminum material, which is good because it keeps the overall weight of the bag down. But there were some complaints about this top handle. And we can see there, I've extended it. Now let's see if it'll go back in. Mine goes back in fine. Again, it's not something that I'm going to abuse. So, for me using this for its intended purpose of wheeling this through the airport, I think that'll be fine. But I will say it does feel lightweight. But again, I consider that to be a positive because it keeps the overall weight of the bag down. The overall design of this bag I think is really cool. Again, you have the handle there. Up here you got another handle, so if you want to grab it from the side, that's a nice touch. I like the orange color. It's very bright. Probably something that not everybody in the airport will have, so that'll make it stand out. Let's go ahead and unzip it here. See what we got on the inside. Oh yeah, very nice. So this right here is just your typical, I guess you would say, liner for a bag. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but all that I care to do is put some swimsuits in here and some flip-flops, and I don't have to wear fancy clothes. And then I've got a little bag right here I can put some stuff in, a little zippered area. This piece right here, let's see how this works. Oh, okay, that lifts up and then that goes through, see, like that. That works. There were some complaints about this, but I mean, unless I'm really aggressively grabbing this, I don't feel that it'll be something that'll break. In here I've got a zippered area with some silicate gel. We do not want that. Put that out of the way. Got another zippered area, and then in here in the top part, we've got a really large zippered area there, as you can see. Curiously enough, and maybe I've overlooked it, but I haven't seen an owner's manual. I mean, I'd have to be pretty ignorant to not know how to use a suitcase, but I know some of the reviews that I saw, they had an owner's manual that was pictured. So I'm wondering if that's intentional, or if it's just been left out, or if there's some sort of hidden compartment that I haven't found yet. Let's see if this, yeah, this isn't meant to unzip. It is worth mentioning, on this bottom part here, you can see the ridges in the bottom where the handle is, the handle that you pull it with, but that doesn't consume a lot of space. For this size suitcase, I feel that this is, for a carry-on, again, I ought to be able to get several swimsuits in here, and and some other stuff. So I mean, it's definitely of acceptable size, considering how small, ridiculously small, the airlines have forced our carry-ons to become. So, my objective when I go somewhere is to have enough clothes inside of my suitcase to be able to survive. If my check bag gets lost, at least I should have enough to survive. Have some clean underwear and some clean swimsuits and that sort of stuff. No liquids, because you can't. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So I'll just if my check bag gets lost, I'll lose my toothpaste and deodorant, and I'll have to buy some of that at my final destination. But yeah, all in all, just to kind of recap what we've got here. This, you got a zippered area. You can put some stuff in there. You've got this big cavity here. On this top side, you've got the two zippered areas that are vented, and then you've got the larger storage area underneath that zippered area. And as far as how this goes together, it zips very nicely. I will say these zippers feel nice. That's something I'm always picky about, whether it's luggage or sleeping bags. If I have zippers that feel cheap, I don't like that. But these are very smooth action. And then see, that'll unzip if you want to make it expand even more. Now, if you do that, obviously you run the risk of it not being deemed an acceptably sized carry-on. But for me, I'm just going to keep this zipped, because my whole reason for getting this was my Smart suitcase that I had was outlawed. So, and that was a cool suitcase, because it had a GPS or some sort of tracking device built in, so I know where my suitcase was when they lost it. But yeah, I mean, this is of acceptable build quality. It's a semi-hard outer part, and it's very lightweight, and that's the good thing about it. I mean, it's lightweight without anything in it, so I should be able to load this down again with swimsuits and whatever I need to wear, and be good to go. But I really like the bright orange color. Now again, expand this video's description and then click the link there to find this one, but it also comes in other colors. So again, I got orange because I think it'll make it stand out from the pack. Very nice wheels. Again, this isn't super duper, what would you say, ultra ruggedized build quality, but it doesn't feel cheap. And given the price point, out of the box, I'm very thrilled. I feel that I've made a great purchase. But again, after I use this for a while and see how it holds up, I may have a different story. But yeah, do I trust putting my swimsuits and other stuff in here and hopping on an airplane? I absolutely do. So stay tuned for a follow-up review. And again, expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order it online. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Sky here. Thanks again for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. If you're looking for iRick Sky's Adventure Channel merch, like this t-shirt and a lot of other cool stuff, expand this video's description. You can find it all there. Y'all have a good day.